One of the ways to make a decision is coin flipping. But here's the deal. You want to get to a neutral state of mind because the coin flipping has no soul, no emotion, save for the fact that on one side is heads, and that is a president or somebody like that, where you have a decision, one side is one thing, the other side is another thing, and then you basically toss it, and whatever side it lands on is the decision that you're going with. I would recommend sitting down and writing out the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads, to really weigh them. And if you can't, well, turn to the coins. And then you'll find out. But get to that neutral state of mind first. If you have some sort of an idea what you want to do, then go with that, unless if you want it to be written and certain, then, write out the pros and cons. Because when you write it out physically, then it helps to bring it down. Now, if you don't have any paper, and if you don't have any coins, well, go with, what you want and be okay with not knowing. Maybe save it for another time. And maybe letting spirit decide. So that's what I have to say about coin flipping. And a couple other hacks I want to talk to you about is the piano area, breadcrumbs, and basic staples in the kitchen. So I want to start out with the piano area. So when you have a piano area, you have cardboard that's cut out. I remember doing this a long time ago. When you have the cardboard cut out, when you have one piece and a long piece, and then you have the other two pieces short going along the sides, but you want to be able to get out of the piano area. Both need to be even. Both the two sides need to be even, and one long side on the back. You can't have one of the two sides jutting out, otherwise it just doesn't look as good. Now, it makes it more fancy schmancy. Now, breadcrumbs. Don't go to the store and buy boxed breadcrumbs if you can. I'm sure that they're good. I'm sure that they taste of good, decent quality, but it's simple to make your own breadcrumbs. Get bread. Probably bread that you reuse. You can also use that in the panzanella salad with like tomatoes and lettuce and all that type of stuff, which is a great use of the stale bread. And prosciutto wrapped melons. You cut up the prosciutto, put it on the melons. Easy. But with the breadcrumbs, you cut up the bread, put it in the oven, get it toasted, and you blend it up in a spice mill or food processor, and you can save that for whatever you're using, and you can add herbs to it, maybe as well. And then the basic kitchen staples are flour, and there's something called the sprinkle and sweeten method. You have your measuring cup, you have the flour that you put in, and you have the knife that just basically sweeps right on through, so that your measurement is as even as possible. You have salt, you have sugar, because you need both. Well, you need salt for anything and as much as you can. Sugar, pepper, toothpicks is not a food staple, but it can help hold things together. Peppercorns, you basically put the peppercorns in the pepper grinder and then grind it. And there's many other staples as well. Eggs, water, at the fontana, also known as the fountain, where you have your flour, you make it in a little well, and then you have your one hand holding the well, all the other, preferably use your dominant hand, your indominant hand holds the well, and then your dominant hand puts the eggs in, and then you take your fork and, beat the eggs all around, and then you mix all of it together until you form your dough. And you do all of that. Croutons, also you put in the oven and toast them. And barbecue sauce with the making of that. And there's several other things that you can do. But use what you have, like most these basic things. And I hope that you found this insightful, got good information out of it. Thank you for listening.